Hello friends, in aquarium hobby you must need an air pump for aeration or to add oxygen in tank water. But if power failure, then this is a big problem: how to add oxygen in tank because your pump will not run. For that I modify the pump which we normally use and convert it to run on 12-volt DC battery. This is that pump. Now I connect these two pipes and connect one air bar, this one blue color air bar and one air stone. Now if I connect its power supply, 12 volt is connected already, and if I connect the ground, then it will start. Yes, air stone start, air bubble start. At this time the pump is running at slow speed. If I increase the speed from this switch, now it's fast full speed, and here we can see the bar and air stone, too much air. And now if I check its current, its DC ampere meter, let's make it 0. Yes, now it's 0, and here is the positive supply. Its current is 0.36, or I can say 0.4 ampere. With 0.4 ampere and 12 volt it become 4.8, or let's say 5 watt. With 5 watt this much aeration or this much air is too much. This one SP780 model number. Here is one transformer, 2 magnet, this one air rubbers to make the air pressure on both nozzles, this one and this one. The same one I have here. I have taken out transformer from here. This one, let's take its measurements. It's 15 millimeters is width. This is exactly same 15 millimeters. Press this one, lock, this lock. I pressed carefully, and then I can open this lock, and now I can take out this bubble, we say this black color plastic box. Now, first I will remove this 220 volt AC winding because I don't need this 132 number and round 600 turn, then common point this blue one and then again 600. This blue is common point center. So, I connect red wire in this black one. If I connect here, it give us 14.6 or 7 ohm resistance, 14.1 ohm, and from the center point if I come to this last point, it will give us 17.5 or 17.6. 17.5, start coil, center point, end point, 600 turns, 600 turns. Both resistance will be equal, but in actual case the bubble when we start the rounding of wire at that time bubble remain empty. So, the circle of the inner side dia is small. After 600 turns, when we reach at this point, after that there are 600 turns on the bubble, and from here when we start next loop, the length of the loop will be increased if I give 600 round because the dia of the circle is increased. That's why at this point I can give 560 round, and the length and resistance will be same. Here I have used 32 gauge wire. Total weight was 60 gram. This transformer was working best, but still I was trying to make the resistance equal on both sides. First option to open this and remove the turns from the upper winding. Then there was second option. I open the tape from backside and rub little bit wire from here like this, and then check the resistance at this point, but it was very close to 17. Then I check another 1 point, then I check another 1 point. Very careful because wire is very thin. If little bit pull it can break, then I have to open the transformer. So, thanks God I can find this wire from here where I can find the close resistance. So, this blue wire is at red wire of meter, and this black if I connect on first point where I can get 14 ohm resistance. This was my first loop, 14.3. And then this was second one. Here I was getting 17 ohm, and here I find this point and connect this yellow wire. At this point I can get 14.8, very close to loop 1. 14.6. this one is 17.5 ohm resistance loop. Last point, I don't use this one, and this wire I have taken out from bottom. This was near about 14.6 ohm. Now both sides are equal, then both MOSFET have the same temperature. Before, the first one was getting more temperature because its resistance was 14, and the second was little bit cool because its resistance was 17 ohm. Now both are same but still cool, no need of heat sink. To increase or decrease the air pressure, I need to change the frequency of this 555 timer multivibrator. For that I have connected here some VR. I will change this one and then we see. At this time 49 Hz or 50 Hz are running and current is 0.38 amperes. At 50 Hz is maximum frequency for this ion core and maximum pressure. If I reduce the frequency from this potential, then we see what will be the result. Now we observe here air is very less at 32 Hz, but the current is 0.46 ampere current increase. Reason of that, at this time the transistor remain on more time at low frequency, and with this diode is to make the duty cycle 50%. That's why half time on half time out, and here this green color LED start on off. I can see this because frequency is low. So if I go below 30 Hz, then this transistor or MOSFET become hot as current increase to 0.5 ampere near about, and maybe this core also become hot. So I will increase the frequency again 45, and with the second potential. Now if I increase the frequency till 49 Hz, its maximum frequency and maximum air pressure and current again came back to 0.4 or 0.38. Now if I increase the frequency little bit more, then we see what will happen. Now frequency still increased, transformer sound change 60 Hz. After 63 or 64 Hz we observe that air pressure finish, even transformer is still vibrating little bit, but air pressure finish maximum 50 Hz. Then I can achieve the best result. For this motorcycle battery 12 volt 4 ampere per hour and no current is 0.49 or 0.5 ampere because frequency is 34. That's why this light start blinking. The reason of that, I don't have 2K volume. That's why I use a fixed resistance and a switch to increase or decrease the air pressure. Now if I press this switch, then it will make 50 Hz. Now frequency 54 Hz, air pressure maximum, and current is 0.35. After all this information, please like the video, also subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will not miss any upcoming videos related to aquarium hobby. This FR107 can damage if I connect the reverse supply, so very careful while connecting this 12 volt supply. I connect red color for positive supply and black color for negative supply, so there is very less chance to reverse the power is to MOSFET. This transistor is to invert the signal. When this will be high, this transistor will on. At time this transistor will off this MOSFET, so it will become flip-flop. This will on, this will off, this will on, this will off alternatingly. 555 timer IC. At this point this diode is for duty cycle. If I connect this diode, it will make 50% duty cycle. High and low signal will be nearly equal. This R2 resistance. I will make the frequency high or low. That's why I break it in two parts, and here I explain this R2 equal to RA plus RBRA equal to 1.2K. This is the fixed resistance. With this resistance I will get 50 Hz signal, and if I increase this RB2K will be added in this series, and then I can get minimum 30 Hz. But at this time I do not available 2 kilo volume. That's why I use this one RB equal to 1.5K. Instead of VR I use 1.5K and connect a switch here. This one is that switch. This will short the 1.5K connected here, and then the resistance only 1.2K will remain. When I will open the switch, then it will become total 2.7K and frequency reduced to 34 Hz and pressure become less. And when I will close the switch, it will shorten. Frequency will be 50 Hz and air pressure will be more. Here I have red color power LED, which indicates that power on this is 25 volt 470 microfarad filter capacitor, and then this is green color LED on this MOSFET drain. When frequency will be high, then it remain on because I cannot see it's on off, but when it will be at 30 Hz, then it remain on off. I can see it's blinking. And this second MOSFET also have one yellow LED, but I don't use this yellow LED on my board. I have only one green color LED. Board size is 2-inch length and 1-inch width. It's very small, but I try to complete all the components here because I have to fit this one here, so I cannot make it big one. I shall paste all necessary pictures, circuit diagram and detail in a folder and paste its link in description. If anyone want to see, he can download and see. Still, if I did something wrong, then he can tell me in comments. I will also try to make it correct. Hope this video will help someone. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.